Rumours are doing the rounds related to a new Wembley of the North. No, I'm not talking about Manchester United's plans for Old Trafford. This one is related to Newcastle United's plans, and let me tell you, it's going to be an expensive project. Very expensive indeed. Newcastle United's owners are really pushing to get fans a new stadium. But here's what every fan is wondering. Will it be a makeover of the current stadium, or are they planning to build a brand new one? These are big questions. As a fan, you deserve to be in the loop about all the redevelopment plans for the stadium, while no concrete decisions have been made yet. Whether like Real Madrid did, Newcastle might also have to play their games elsewhere during construction, or build a completely new stadium. St James's Park is the 8th largest stadium in England, with a seating capacity of around 52,350. St James's Park has been a home ground of Newcastle since 1892, for over 132 years. So, there have been many discussions about expanding St James's, but these talks have often been met with resistance from residents and local councils. That's why the stadium looks a bit lopsided when viewed from the air. Now, let's talk about its architecture and the main renovations St James's Park has seen over the years. So, the Milburn Stand, the Main Stand and Leazes End have 2 levels, with fancy executive boxes in between them. On the other side, the East Stand and Gallowgate End have just 1 level, with more boxes at the top of Gallowgate End. These newer parts of the stadium are built with strong steel frames and concrete. Back in 1993, when they expanded the stadium, they filled in the corners to add more seats, making all the stands the same height. But now, the Milburn Stand and Leazes End are even taller, and they have a cool glass roof that covers them both. Behind the Gallowgate End, there's another smaller stand section that's also higher than the uniform height of the stands. Did you know the roof above the Milburn Leazes complex, built in 1998, is the biggest cantilever structure in Europe? It stretches an impressive 212 feet, beating the 190 feet cantilevers at Manchester United's Old Trafford. Now that we have the necessary information, let's refocus our attention to the recent redevelopment plans. You already heard, Newcastle United is now owned by a Saudi company. Now, this company also owns 4 Saudi Pro League clubs. Football seems to be this company's bread and butter, right? But anyways, Newcastle United is poised to stay at St James's Park and at the same time expand the same site. However, the big question is, how will they tackle the challenges that this option will undoubtedly bring? That's still a mystery. I mean, it's going to be difficult given the history of this club. Behind the East Stand are Grade 1 listed buildings, which means they're considered to be of exceptional architectural or historic interest. Behind the Gallowgate End, there's a road with a metro tunnel and station underneath. These factors make the expansion project tricky both from an architectural and planning perspective. Tough decisions will need to be made to overcome these obstacles for sure. I think St James's Park is more than just a football stadium. It's a symbol of Newcastle's essence for many fans. Whether you're a local or a visitor, seeing the stadium stand on a hill is a powerful image that makes Newcastle a unique city. This city is deeply devoted to football, and St James's Park is at its core, and it resonates with the pulse of around 1 million people who call this city their home. This clears things up, doesn't it? It seems highly unlikely that Newcastle United will leave St James's Park for a new stadium elsewhere. It looks like they're set to stay put, and that's exactly what the fans want. They have no interest in moving elsewhere. Do you ever wonder about the cost of this stadium? It's bound to be hefty, right? I mean, considering the Saudi company that owns the club is the world's richest sovereign wealth fund and all. When you have a lot of money, anything is possible. Owners can choose to do whatever they see fit, even if it's not what the fans want, as long as it's profitable. They could decide to build an entirely new stadium in a different location. If they do something like that, they'll have 2 options. One, at the current site of the Metro Radio Arena, near the River Tyne, and the other in Leazes Park, not far from St James's Park. Now, whether they decide to move places or stay where they are, one thing is sure. They have big plans for the new stadium. Newcastle is getting richer every passing season. In fact, its revenues are getting there. With this costly project, they would really want to build a multi-purpose venue to hold England internationals, host concerts with superstars, as well as other big sporting events. This will surely boost their revenues and get them closer to the Big 6 clubs in the Premier League. From what we have gathered so far, anything can happen. We just have to wait and watch what happens. But one thing is for sure, Newcastle is eyeing to increase its capacity to 60 or even 70,000 seats. This is regardless of where they build the stadium. And that's the good news. Here is a question for you. Should Newcastle leave St James's Park for another venue elsewhere, or should they renovate the current one? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Also, check out whether Manchester United is renovating its Old Trafford or not. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing and expensive projects taking place all over the world.